Being part of the NKH community in the beginning was a lot of hope, a lot of learning and understanding, and it gave us a lot of strength to keep moving forward in the journey because it's not an easy walk. I'm Sandra Mills. My son is Colton Mills. He just turned 5 the end of March. He was diagnosed with NKH when he was about 6 weeks old. At this point, we still didn't know what he had, and it was very clear the doctors in Albany didn't have any idea either. My husband and I started researching anything and everything we could to figure out what was the best course of action. So for 2 weeks, we tried to get him to Boston Children's Hospital, and the transfer was continuously shut down. When they finally transferred us to Boston, we were given the diagnosis that he had NKH, and they immediately administered sodium benzoate treatment. And the next morning, they came in and discussed the ketogenic diet with me. It was a long journey with him, getting him on that diet and getting him out of our local hospital that was not equipped to care for him and getting him to Boston. But I think it was critical in his plan and to prolong his life as much as we have. And now that he's 5, when we were told, he's not going to live, he's going to die. I think I feel less like a parent when it comes to Colton. I don't get to be mom. And for the first nearly 4 years of his life, we had no help. We had no nursing, no OT, no speech. So when we were discharged from Boston Children's Hospital, it was very much, we're thrown into this now. We have this child that we don't know what to really do with. I think the system entirely failed him everywhere from local, state, and otherwise. When we're authorized 70 nursing hours, but there's no nurses available. When he's authorized PT 3 to 4 times a week, and he's getting it once a month at best. So it's been a lot of sacrifice for the whole family. Had we gone home and received the services that we were promised upon leaving the hospital, I think we could have had a chance at being more of a normalized family unit. We've seen a total regression in Colton in the last 6 to 8 months. We went about a year where he wasn't vomiting, where he wasn't constipated, where he was interacting and he was, living the fullest quality life I think he could, to now he vomits multiple times a day. He's cluster seizing, sometimes having seizures that are up to 2.5 minutes, which are some of the longest he's ever had. I think he has fought as hard as he possibly could, and I don't think he can anymore. He's not good. I think he would want everybody to keep fighting. I think one of the things that always comes up for me, and when I talk to my oldest, who's now 17, is the amount of funding that's out there for cancer or autism or Down syndrome. And not just the funding, but the awareness. But nobody talks about rare diseases. And nobody talks about the significant impact that they have on the families. While in the NKH community, we're less than 500 worldwide, the impact is so much greater than that. And if the funding were there to help with the research, to help come up with a treatment or a cure for these kids and enhance their quality of life, it's better for the community as a whole. Regardless of how Colton's story ends and where his journey stops, he's here for a reason. And I'm determined to help make some changes in the NKH community and the rare disease space as a whole.